Attention, goblins, monsters, and mortals. Our featured showcase is about to begin. Attention, goblins, monsters, and mortals. Our featured showcase is about to begin. Attention, goblins, monsters, and mortals. Our featured showcase is about to begin. For the optimum viewing experience, please restrain your emotional baggage prior to enjoying tonight's event. We recommend doing so with a relaxing scream into the unctuous void of interstellar space. To restrain your baggage, we've provided a complimentary connection to a fortified galaxy courtesy of the unyielding passage of time. Your 13-second connection begins in 3, 2... If you are joining us live on Tuesday night, please share the stream immediately with your friends, family, and the object of your enemies to lovers situationship. If you do not wish to perform the functions of sharing the stream because you're embarrassed to tell the world what we have together, you can beg for forgiveness at 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔫 or via Venmo at 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔫. We remind you that art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying your connection to the core of your empathy is prohibited by laws of the demi-plane. If you have any questions about our showcase today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our moderators. We hope you enjoy your time in the place that isn't a place.
I realized as the Goo Crew was making their call for everybody to come here that I did not have my monitors in. I did not have my monitors in. I also do not have the clips for my monitors. Just hold on just a second.
Oh yeah, we're killing it already, y'all. We up in this. Not fully prepared to do it. I didn't realize she just straight up left. I wasn't looking at the screen. I turned around and she's gone. And I look at the screen and she's gone.
I need your help. Can you put this down the back of my shirt?
Yeah, I realized that the people may not have actually heard me this whole time.
Cool. They probably heard the echo of you. Think it would not be difficult for me to figure out how to put headphones in, but these are suspiciously difficult. Okay, because here's where the out string goes, but the out string doesn't come out the bottom like every other headphone you've seen. It goes up over the ear. So then I have to do this little finagling thing where I'm like, okay, I have to fit this whole thing inside of my little... Shandy, what's this part of the ear? uh,
The bump.
no, it's like a cochlear area. Is that it? I don't know. Conch. Yes. I have to put it all up in my conch. You okay?
No.
Conch is not conch is clearly beyond the it goes up, behind, over, and back. But I have to like really get it in there because otherwise okay. Because if I don't... All right. But I can't remember if Zabet or Mary Moon suggested this. But I got, as you can see, I have little butterfly clips in my hairs. But I also have little butterfly clippies for the backs of my hair. So hopefully this should mean, no, I can feel it pulling down already. I need a fiction.
I don't think Kate saw it. Hello, everyone.
Please do not go to the show yet. I would like a chance to have this on fully before we go to.
Well, you haven't sound checked yet.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Butterfly Clippy experience. Gotta pull my stuff down. Gotta finagle my who's it and my what's it. The butterfly clippies are not... I just got this shirt at Old Navy. The bra is different underneath. How's everyone doing tonight? Don't answer that. I'm gonna ask you in 2 minutes when I'm ready to do the show that I was not fully prepared to do, as you can see.
Here, I'll do the thing you're supposed to do.
Can't hear you. If you're saying something, I can't hear you. It's because I don't have my headphones all the way plugged in.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Can you guys hear Kate and I?
Oh, the song list definitely has the wrong week theme on it. When did Old Navy become Delia's? When the 2000s were in again, Tommy Toast knows. All right. That should be good. We should be good. The 2000s are 100% back again. We'll talk about the look when Frog is low. Turn yourself up, Frog.
It's because I wasn't talking directly into the microphone.
Oh, it's because he doesn't know how to talk into a microphone. That's not your fault.
No, I do. It's just this microphone does not like my voice. That microphone is like, I'm
the
too
microphone.
loud.
Okay, the microphone he was using, for those of you who do audio, is an SM57, I believe, which is the industry standard in live microphones.
Then why does it not do a good job at hearing me? Like, I literally have to have it inside of my mouth, like this, in order for people to hear me.
Because it's built to be on a stand that's coming at your mouth like this. It's not built to be like... You just don't know how to talk into a microphone. I can't help it.
No, I don't. Despite talking into microphones for my entire career.
I don't have a pick.
We cleared the table off
Help.
last time.
We cleared the table and brought it into a different room, and now I don't have a pick. Thank you. This is my one pick I have for the whole show. You know, those who do audio, you know, who like do audio for a living. Henry, don't act like what I said wasn't perfectly clear. You know what I mean. I didn't say those of you who are hearing. I said those of you who do audio. Did you turn the captions on?
Not yet. We didn't start the show yet.
I'm talking, though. What if my hard of hearing viewers are wondering what I'm saying?
Well, normally there's a thing inside of my notes that says turn on captions now. It's disappeared. I don't think you realized you accidentally
oh, no, I haven't touched. This is the first episode one, so I haven't touched anything.
I wonder where it went.
Truly, Holly, it's been part of his job the whole time. No, that's not Ghost. That's just me copying and pasting a Google Doc over and over again. Anyway, you can hear me, right? Hold on, let's do this.
The mic is not close. Yeah, there you go.
It's not close enough?
No, I was talking about the
okay.
one for the guitars. That seems okay to me.
All right. All right. Are you ready? Place that isn't a place, it's a liminal digital cabaret. Not too hard to find if you try, as long as you got decent Wi-Fi. Crash, bam, alakazam, each Tuesday night at 8 p.m. You'll see what I mean when you get on the scene. Find the coolest place in cyberspace you never been. To all goblins, misfits, mortals, and ghouls. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome to the place that isn't a place. What are you doing, my love? Wandering hither and thither.
Ignore me.
I can't ignore you. You changed the way my light looks on my face. And you're gonna do something to the camera?
I might have nudged it by accident.
All right, let's start over again. And action. Kubiando to you all, goblins, misfits, mortals, and ghouls. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome to the place that isn't a place, for the coziest, most chaotic cabaret in cyberspace. I am your hostess with the sum of it, award-winning polymath of stage and stream, 𝔘𝔫𝔸𝔥. And this is my co-host with a lot of something, but we're not sure what, my dear husband, Ophidian, a.k.a. Frog.
Hey, yerp.
Cool. Hello to you all. Hello. Thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight for Urban Fantasy Unleashed, our tribute to all things magically modern. Hello to Lady Woodhaven. Hello to, award-winning polymorph of math and stage is the quote, Yathena, that Frog called me. He also just thought that I made up the word polymath out of nowhere to say that I am good at math. Can you confirm or deny these things?
Yes, I can confirm. I've never seen that. I still have not. Outside of you, I've never seen anybody, or in any media that I've seen or consumed, seen the word polymath.
I am good at math. Whoa, there it is. The strange thing that was not here for 2 weeks. It's back.
I'm going to quit logical, right? All right, you should be good now.
Hello. I am not good. You cannot hear me. Now you can hear me. Hello. We'll see if that fixes it. It's entirely likely that it does not, and it happens again, and then we're gonna have to redo the thing. So I apologize in advance if that occurs. There is literally nothing we can do about it except for what we are doing. The issue is not necessarily controlled by us. It is not necessarily something we can control. We have not had this issue for the past 3 weeks. We have done a lot of troubleshooting and a lot of different things. So I would like you to please bear with us if that issue occurs again. I know that audio struggles are really hard to stick through because your ear is telling you that something is wrong and it's hard to sit through that. But know that we hear them too, and we will fix them as quickly as possible. And that is what it is. And we really appreciate you sticking through it and you just like turning down the volume a little bit or letting us know. And also if there are any issues on your end, just making sure that you refresh the stream and making sure that it is not your system before making us aware of some kind of issue. Yes, the dance party. Bring the dance party forth.
You guys are just cashing in everything right away.
They're like, the audio's messed up. Let's put all the visuals on screen. I know that you love me, sweetie McTaffy, but there are people who, don't necessarily see the show all the time, who are not goblins for life, who might be tuning in, who do not want to deal with those audio struggles. And I just wanted to make sure that I thanked them for tuning in and for sticking with it, because it really does mean a lot to us, and we are doing 100% the absolute most we can. I cannot tell you the ways in which we have troubleshot and tested. Actually, Tommy Toast knows for future, that's what we were talking, we'll talk, we got to get into the show, okay? We got to get into the show. We're not even in the show yet, goblins. We got to get into the show. Before we kick it into full gear, might I direct your attention over to my good friend, who I am very sorry for upsetting last week, the Twitch Witch, for some information about the show you're going to watch me perform right now. Take it away, Twitch Witch!
Behold, creatures of the internet, it is I, the Twitch Witch, here to bequeath upon you the greatest gift of all, information. You will notice a short series of numbers snuggled up next to that little bag of goodies by your chat box. This is the exact value of your personal goblin treasure hoard. You've earned that sack of gold with your diligent viewership of this very channel. And you can earn more by subscribing, cheering, or gifting subscriptions to other creatures out there who are watching. But Twitch Witch, you ask. I can hear you asking, what can I buy with this elusive currency? Cantankerous curses, feats of unimaginable fortitude, kazoo solos. Only the bravest souls bear witness to this haunted cabaret of wild and whimsical proportions, and only the bravest of those dare to unleash these musical monstrosities. It could be you. Take heed, for many of these spells can only be cast but a few times per evening. Go forth, goblins, and let chaos reign!
I never thought that I would be comforted by such ominous warnings, but here we are. Now, I know everyone is worried about Trash Goblin, and I am going to address what's been going on. I have nothing to hide, but the audio problem has returned. I say, let's do a whole new loopback thing. Let's just cut one of the things in order to.
I got you.
I still don't think they. Can you hear me? All right. Oh, are you creating a new one? Okay. So, you know what? I'm just going to talk about this while we do this. It has been made abundantly clear that despite all our attempts, despite everything we troubleshoot, I apologize if I get a little upset here because believe me, it's deeply frustrating. I'm going to try my best to be as pleasant as possible. We need another computer to stream on. That is what it is. We need another computer to stream on, and as such, there will be a special thing occurring next week. Next week, the tip goal is going to be however much it costs for us to get a new computer. And if we reach that tip goal, then we will get another episode of the show. So next week, if we raise the amount of money we need to buy a system or however much we think we need to secure a system, then if we reach that tip goal, there will be another episode on November 1st where we can, it's like a little wrap party for all of us.
I'm cutting you off. Can everybody hear us?
They can't hear me because, well, I can't hear myself.
No, I'm working on that.
Can they hear us? No, we can't be monitoring the audio from there. We have to monitor the audio from Logic.
I didn't change anything in Logic. So
right, but you were about to change the audio properties I just saw.
Yeah, but so then I don't know how to change
okay, so go where it says options. No, on the Logic Pro, where it's on the Logic Pro option of what you're looking at right now, where it says Logic Pro, go to options, unclick mute while captured.
Okay.
Bean, we cannot use a computer that was made before 2020 because the computer we're using right now was made in 2020 and it is not good enough. With everything that we run on it, we run After Effects, we run Photoshop, we run Logic Pro, we run Final Cut Pro, we run OBS. We need a brand new system that is better than our current system, or at least has better specifications for streaming specifically. We need to get a specific, brand new thing because our barely 2-year-old computer creates problems that are not, that do not appear to have solutions outside of just making you stop and doing the thing. We don't necessarily need your help finding a system. We will find the system that works for us. We need your help paying for that system. We don't want to cut corners. We don't want to get anything secondhand. We don't want to buy anything. We need something brand new, built to our specifications, that is extremely specifically what I require with the software that we require. We're going to seek experts outside of ourselves on how to do that, but I don't necessarily need advice. We are working really hard and we know what we're doing and we really appreciate the advice and we really appreciate the physical gifts of systems, but we need to, unfortunately, Tommy, that is not how it works. All of the audio and video has to be done through one system because there's only one signal. And I don't necessarily have time to explain to you all the ways in which I know what I need. So I'm going to need y'all to just, trust me that I know what I need and that I'll ask you for what I need. And you can send your advice on the tip line. Yes, 100%, Mary Moon, you got it. Tip when you can, pass the hat to friends. And if I ask you a question specifically, then you know. Oh, thank you, Sonia. I'm trying to be really kind about it. I'm trying not to be standoffish, but I think that it's just important to, like, it's kind of like when people give unsolicited medical advice. Like, being a person with chronic illness, I've heard the gamut of like, oh, do yoga. Recently, I went to a rheumatologist, and doing yoga is a huge potential for injury for me. So all these helpful recommendations throughout the years actually could have really injured me because people think they know what's best for my body despite not living in it. So in this specific situation, I'm just asking that you understand that I know what I need, and we will figure out what we need, and we will come to you for questions if we think that you can help us. So I think that everything is as said as we could. It doesn't appear to be continuing to have issues. So, because I don't want anyone to miss anything else, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to spread the word around. Wait a minute. Didn't I write a song about that?
Your friends, take a selfie watching the show. Let everyone know what they don't know. Hey there, Goblin, have you heard? We're counting on you to spread the word. Hey there, Goblin, it's the truth. The place that isn't a place needs you. S-H-A-R-E, Goblin Party, best party. S-H-A-R-E. Goblin know how to party. Now's the time to scream and shout. Tell everyone how they're missing out. Your voice has power you can't see. So do your part and share the street. Hey there, Goblin, have you heard? We're counting on you to spread the word. Hey there, Goblin, it's the truth. The place that isn't a place needs you. S-H-A-R-E, Goblin Party, best party. S-H-A-R-E, Goblin know how to party. S-H-A-R-E,
They can hear you. We've been on this whole time.
No, we haven't. I just hit the on button right now.
Oh, hello.
Goblin show is soon starting.
All right. Now, to address what's been going on here in the lounge. From what I understand, Trash Goblin's condition is stable. Everyone on our team has been working around the clock to figure out a way to switch everything back to the way we like it, and some things may take longer to come back than others. I'd also like to thank Dex for stepping in for Moxie here in the lounge as she continues her research in the void. Dex, why don't you tell the people what you've got going on over there?
Well, since Moxie still isn't talking to Kate, I'm taking over her job during the show, so she can go figure out how much of a mess Kate made with that freaky pumpkin spice ritual.
Oh, Dex. I meant, why don't you tell them what you were working on for Moxie?
Every once in a while, I look at this screen, and if it turns red, then I call Holly.
Ah, all right then. It sounds like you got it covered. Thanks, bud. All right, so what do I've got going on over here for you? Oh no, where did my thing go? Where are you? Where? I had a thing, I really did have a thing open on this and it's not there anymore, which is great for me. Very fun and good. See, you even knew I had clicked you. Where did you go? Boo. Watching as the fire consumes us, waiting, praying for the rain. I want to help, but I feel helpless, like there's nothing I can change. Who am I when I'm not giving? Who am I when I receive? How can I just go on living, watching others as they bleed? I know that I'm supposed to see a light out there in front of me, but I see only darkness up ahead. I know that I'm supposed to find some way to keep my peace of mind, but I fear the only peace I'll find is death. Watching as the clock keeps ticking, waiting, praying for relief. I can feel my conscience slipping as I fade back into sleep. I know that I'm supposed to fight, know that none of this is right, but I can barely stand on my 2 feet. I want to be your heroine, I want to love my home again, but this burlesque reveals no part from me. Just what am I supposed to do when lies have gone and murdered truth, when hearts cannot be heard over the screams? The ghost of our democracy is not enough to comfort me, and I will go to war to live my dreams. I don't have a kazoo. I don't have a kazoo to solo with. TG's been spending her time in the void, so.
Where is it? I'll get it. I see him.
There's a box, there's a golden box that has my first kazoo in it. Piggy Gamer 221? No. I will not play metal. Definitely not when you demand it. Thanks for being here.
There's a ton of picks in there if you need them.
All right. You do have a chance to request. Piggy Gamer, you do have a chance to request because right now, everybody, you got your beverages ready? You got your groove muscles lubricated? Well, get ready to yee your haws, my good people, because we're about to open the first request rodeo of the evening. That's right, goblins and ghouls. It's a real-life race to the request line. Throughout the evening, we'll be making room on the set list for your additions to the Urban Fantasy Unleashed vibe. Keep your typing fingers ready, because you never know when it could be your time to strike, or when you may simply be chosen by the hands of fate. It's the lounge, after all. Anything can happen. Holly? Oh, damn. What? How? What? No. Those should be gone. What? Those requests, only one should be open. Holly, what's happening? Holly, help me.
Yeah, Yathena beat him to it.
Yathena got it. Yathena, I've played this song every week at this point. But you also redeemed a genre Banra, did you not?
Yep.
You also redeemed a genre Banra. So, while that cooks in my head,
What, that cooks in your head, talk spooky.
Oh, right, I should have been talking spooky this entire time. Right now, we were going to go to the next song that I have chosen. The song that I have chosen to bring to you for the Urban Fantasy Unleashed vibe this evening is a song I wrote called Take a Knee. It's available on which album is it on? It's available on my album Demolition, an audio sketchbook. Lady Woodhaven, you realize you redeemed the only kazoo solo tonight, yes? There's only one, and it's happening right in the beginning. Unfortunately, due to the nature of our connection to Trash Goblin, I only have access to enough kazoo energy for one solo tonight. That's why it's the solo kazoo. And here we are. It's the first set of the evening, and there's only going to be one kazoo solo. I hope it's worth it. I hope it was worth the redemption, Lady Woodhaven. That's why it was so cheap. Because it is truly precious, and that it is the only one. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, that's not good. Talk to the people. I'm fucked up right now.
As soon as you said that song from the maybe early 2010s, the Talk Dirty to Me. I think that's the way the song goes. Popped into my head immediately. And that's not what you meant. But that's where my brain went.
The Jason Derulo song?
Yeah, but not his the remix of it.
No, not the remix. You're not talking about the remix. You're talking about...
Is that the original?
No, you're talking about the Brett Domino Trio fake version of a Jason Derulo song.
Oh, is that the...
No. Sexy when you do that.
It's not
Sexy when you do that.
Talk Dirty to Me is the Jason Derulo.
Is the actual song it's based off of, yes. And we're back. I feeder opened up after OBS. Are we back? We should be good. Hope it's fine. I hear a little bit of a glitch coming in. All right. Y'all, I know that the tips are a great way to say that we can bribe the computer, but I do need you to know that giving money to the computer will not make it work right now. I appreciate it all the same. I'm not saying don't tip. Obviously, don't skip the tip. If we reach our tip goal, then we get a secret encore. But, oh, you want it changed? Okay. I'm not going to genre bonner that one then. I'll keep your genre bonner for later because it's my choice. Because I just like singing that song normal. You thought I would never learn to open up my cage. What are the lyrics to this? Fuck, what are the chords to this? I thought I knew them and then I didn't know them anymore. They just whooped out of my head. We troubleshooted too many things and my brain went, no, you do not know these chords. Hold, please. Okay, got it. You thought I would never learn to open up my cage. You were so much more concerned with throwing your parade. When you took your victory lap, the war had just begun. While I made my strategies, you had assumed you'd won, so bow down, bow down, bow down before your queen. Get on your knees, kneel and worship me. So bow down. To say that I am made of stars is insult to the earth. I am metal, blood, and thorn, and I know what I'm worth. I don't need a cavalry to tear your castle down, and I will feel no guilt when I have burnt it to the ground. So bow down, bow down, bow down before your queen. Get on. It's back.
We can go with the backup.
I mean, at this point, I don't know what else to do.
I will turn off the other audio.
Close Logic.
Should sound a little bit different.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No, the mouse is going all the way over to my iPad.
Oh, I can't bring it back over. Genuinely, it won't let me. No, you can't do anything about
I guess I'll just turn my Bluetooth off.
It's back. Nope. I don't know how my mouse ended up on your iPad.
Y'all, I am just... Please turn the Logic off so I don't think that's what I sound like.
I thought we need Logic on in order to use the backup.
If we're using the backup, then we don't need it.
Okay. Let's just see if the backup creates the same problem.
So now you hear...
I got it.
I am not doing so good, Shandy. That is a lie. I appreciate you lying to me straight to my face, though. Thank you very much. Oh!
I was moving it forward for you to... Does it need to be down?
Yeah, it needs to be closer to my mouth because we don't have any of the gain. Can everybody who has seen this show without it turning into this, please tell the people that it doesn't always do this? Can you please tell the rest of the people who are watching this, who are watching me look like a complete dumbass because the thing is not working? Can you please tell everybody that it doesn't do this all the time and it just decides that it's a problem? Can you please tell them it's not because I don't know what I'm doing, it's just because... Yes, we tried to make it do this, and it doesn't do it when we try. It only does it when we don't try. So... bow down before your queen. Get on your knees. Kneel and worship me. You can't reap what I have sown. I have come for what I'm owed. I won't be bought, I can't be owed. Bow down before your queen. You don't seem to understand. This is all part of my plan. I am no mere mortal man. So get down on your knees and bow down. Bow down. Bow down before your queen. Get on your knees. Kneel and worship me. You can't reap what I have sown. I have come for what I'm owed. I won't be bought, I can't be owned. Bow down hope that the sound is as good. Thank you. Thank you. I know that it doesn't have the fancy reverb on it now, but the microphones are still nice. So at least this one is not trying to be fed through the computer and then fed back out again. So we shouldn't be having nearly as many difficulties, but it doesn't mean that I sound like I'm in a fancy space. It means that you're hearing it dry. It's a dry insertion into your ears. No lubrication, 100% dry. Just raw dogging. Really, Shark? You like the lo-fi vibe? The only issue with this, Shark, is that we don't have the electric guitar here. We don't have the electric guitar or access to multiple effects unless I get pedals and do it externally, which is obviously an investment that we do not yet have. Don't skip the tip. If you want me to have an external mixer with an entire huge pedal board that gives me all the effects I get from Logic Pro, don't skip the tip. Don't skip it. All right, now I have for you, I believe it is time for the first request rodeo to be rodeoed. Wah, wah, wah. Bow, wow, wow. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. What? Shane? No. There's not supposed to be any requests. Holly, what is going on? Let me fix this. I'm looking at the back end to fix it. Q. None. Settings. Q. All right. I don't know what's happening to... No, there are not requests. There will be later. Their requests are a feature. They're not a thing that happens all the time. There are requests and specific moments when I call for the request rodeo, and it should be a single thing opens up here. But for whatever reason, there are things that are not working correctly tonight, and we don't know why, because the settings are as they should be. They are just not working. So I'm going to ask everyone respectfully, not request, until I call and say, hit the thing, and it's happening. And don't just request out of nowhere, please. I'm going to ask that you respect the boundaries and not just fill it up with songs that we're going to have to delete anyway. So... the request was switcherooed on me, and now I have to play a different request. 'Twas switcherooed. No, stop asking me to... Don't you hate when apps that you already pay to use ask you to pay for them? Like, I'm already paying you to do this. I'm already paying you. Why are you asking me to pay you more? I'm already paying you. Oh, that's what was happening. I was wondering what was happening with the lights, that it was not normal.
Well, I don't have a camera on today, so I don't need that light on.
That's not it. Oh, no. Why is this not saved in my thing?
You do not want to be on a phone call with Dex.
Spinning step. Can you turn my uke up? Because I can't hear it at all.
I was just about to turn it down.
I can't hear it. You hear it? Like, you're hearing it in the room, but I can't hear it.
So you mean turn the mic up?
Yes, turn the mic up.
Not the mic up, turn the actual volume up?
Yes. It's the yellow chord. No, not that.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's very loud. Like your voice is not louder than the uke is.
Okay. Does the chat confirm this is true? Oh no, I just heard the thing.
No, it was me messing with the.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to stick my hand in the.
Okay. Kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly, beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing that spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. So kiss me. Kiss me down by the broken treehouse. Swing me upon its hanging tire. Bring, bring, bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail mark on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Leave me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. So kiss me. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Leave me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Actually, Edge Apple, I changed her name because I have up there, I know someone named Miriam and it wasn't really sitting right with me. So right now her name is Morgana.
Spooky.
Right now her name is Morgana, until I find another name that seems more fitting. I find that some of my instruments will go through several different names in order to find a name that suits the instrument and how I feel while playing them. What's next on my list? Oh shit, that's still uke. Still uke. All right. Leave brain. I was like, what am I looking up? I already have a ukulele named Marilyn. It's the name of the ukulele I bought on my second date with Ophidian. I sense there's something in the wind. That feels like tragedies at hand. All
to stand by him. Can't shake this feeling that I have. The worst is just around the bend. And does he notice my feelings for him? And will he see how much he means to me? I think it's not too big. What will become of my dear friend? Where will his actions lead us then? Although I'd like to join the crowd in their enthusiastic cloud, try as I may, it doesn't last. And will we ever end up together? No, I think not. It's never to become, for I am not the one. All right, since I need to hydrate and clearly have a coughing attack, why don't we hit the party people with some of that juice?
Hey there, Chum Bucket. Has your Twitter game been rank instead of dank? Are you looking for a way to get rad babes to notice your awesome wiener? Just call 1-800-REPLY-GUY.
This is Twitter. Twitter's not real. Oh, what? What? You think that she just knows what she's talking about because she's got a Nobel Peace?
It's only 69 Dex coins a minute, and the first 3 minutes are free.
If you want bad hashtag content for the hashtag community, we don't have to be having this conversation.
We'll give you everything you need to make the world respect your thoughts and opinions.
Have they interacted with any of your tweets so far? They haven't. That sounds like you can ask things from them. I don't say these words lightly. You're the real hero.
Our experts are available 24/7, 365 to help your daydreams come alive. Just call 1-800-REPLY-GUY. That's 1-800-REPLY-GUY. Results are not guaranteed. Use at your own discretion. You are responsible for any and all actions taken on your own behalf. 1-800-REPLY-GUY is not liable for any injury or loss of employment suffered by the caller.
Okay, how about now? Still banished?
Gobolan, we have talked about this.
No, I can do this on my own.
What does ancient Trish Goblin proverb say?
Scheme plus team equals dream.
And while we make a good team, Moxie B, we both know who you need to talk to.
You're right! I can make my own team. I have other friends besides her.
What? That is not...
Mirror, mirror on the wall, I would like to make a call to Philadelphia, the forest of dreams.
Moxie, is that you? Gosh, it's good to see you. You look so grown up.
Hi, Brambeline. Are you busy?
Never too busy for my friend Moxie Buttercup.
How's the slumberjack life treating ya?
Oh, you know the usual. Just knocking off nightmares and whatnot.
Men's rights! Men's rights!
Hold on a second. Yeah! There!
Yeah! That's cool.
You didn't call me just to catch up, did you?
Well, Trash Goblin is stuck in this kazoo, and,
Stuck in a kazoo? Is Kate okay?
Kate is the one that did it.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
And she did it all wrong, and she lied to me about what the ingredients were for, and I'm so mad at her I could spit!
Moxie has been trying to save me all by herself.
Ah, and how has that been going?
Horrible, and I hate it. She combined like 3 different rituals, and it's made it impossible for me to unravel it.
Which is ironic, considering the silver rope she bound me in dissolved very quickly in that evil pumpkin juice.
Wow. If she made a live laugh latte, she's not messing around.
I'm an anarcho-capitalist. I'm not a libertarian.
Hello there, I'm Dottie Doolittle, and welcome to the 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔫 telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. We are hard at work answering your calls and would like to remind you that you can fuel our creativity now by visiting 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔰𝔥.com. That's 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔰𥘅.com and making a contribution with your credit or debit card. That's your Mortal Earth credit or debit card. We also accept Mortal Earth currencies via Venmo at 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔰𝔥. That's Venmo at 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔰𝔥, and are proud to accept the cryptid currencies of over 42,069 realms of the multiverse. Well, if my girlfriend Jan heard that, she'd faint. Now it is. Here I am. I'm back. For whoever asked, was that a Theater Bazaar sash? The answer is yes, because Theater Bazaar is constantly in my nightmares.
I got you guys. I can run a summer camp training everybody.
Training how to fight off nightmares?
Yeah, using Krav Maga.
Oh yay, it looks like the hysterical laughter is now no longer working again. It's back to not working, everybody, as usual. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You could do another one of the things. All right. Oh, we need to change Declan's name. I know that that's the normal name, normal way to spell Declan, but Dex spells his name with 2 Y's and an N. And yes, he spelled his name with 2 Y's and an N before Madison, and the Y is exactly where you think it is. 2 Y's and an N, and the Y is exactly where you think it is. 𝔘𝔠𝔞𝔫. Oh, look at that. Someone is not skipping the tip. We are at 64%, which is almost the sex number. 5% away from the sex number. This is the tipping song. Money isn't everything, but it sure helps. And I don't think much of it being myself. Thank you for your contribution to the Goblin Revolution, saving me from retribution yet again. Money isn't everything, but it sure helps. And I don't make much of it being myself. Thank you for your contribution to the Goblin Revolution, saving me from retribution yet again. All right. Where's my set list? Okay. This is a new one. I'm going to hit you with you fast. Hit you with it fast. Dang. You know what else is technology failing is my mouth. My mouth is having technology failures. So, it's that time again, goblins. The Request Rodeo. So, you know how it works. Already here we go. So, for whatever reason, there's more than one, but we'll fix it. Mix Mary Moon got Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish. But we got a genre bonner earlier tonight, did we not? Did we not? So someone exclamation point Bonra so I can see what my Bonra choices are. Because I remember 2 of them. But I would like to see all 4.
I'll roll a die.
All 6, I mean. No, I need to look at them with my eyes, not see a number. All right, no, don't roll a die. It's for me to choose, not for other people to choose. Kate's choice means Kate's choice. No, it's genre bonra. Kate chooses the genre.
All right.
I set up the command yesterday.
That is your show, so.
It's my show. And we're going for Riot Girl, but it's going to sound folk punk since we don't have an electric guitar. What do you want from me? Why do you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Say it, spit it out, what is it exactly? You're paying is the amount I'm cleaning you out of my satisfactory. Today I'm thinking about the things that are deadly. The way I drink you down like I wanna drown, like I wanna end me, like I wanna end me. Step on the glass, staple your tongue, bury your friend, try to wake up, cannibal class, killing the sun, bury your friend. I wanna end me, I wanna end me, I wanna end me, I wanna end me, I wanna end me. What do you want from me? You run from me. You're wondering, what do you know? Why care for me? Why aren't you scared of me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Keep you in the dark, had you expected? I hate this song, can I just say? There's so many weird little things. I'm doing my best. Genre bonnering on the fly. Keep you in the dark, what had you expected me? To make you my arm mate, get you connected me, meet you in the park, be calm and collected. We were night from that you'd fall apart. 'Cause I'm too expensive. It's probably something that you shouldn't be said out loud. Honestly, I thought that I would be dead by now. Wow. Calling security, keeping my head held down. Bury the hatchet or bury your friend right now. The day I owe, gotta sell my soul. 'Cause I can't say no, no, I can't say no. And my limbs all froze and my eyes won't close. 'Cause I can't say no, no, I can't say no. No, I can't say no, no, I can't say no. Step on the glass, staple your tongue, bury your friend, try to wake up, gain over glass, killing the sun, bury your friend. I wanna end me. 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 Cool. Good talk. You held the mic to your mouth like you were gonna say something, and I was like, "You're saying something. I will be quiet." But then nothing came out.
Didn't know that was the next song.
Said request rodeo right up there.
Yeah, I thought that note was to say, hey, I'm opening a request rodeo. I thought the next song was that.
Nope. All right.
That's why I was like, man, this is not the song that's on the list. I didn't even realize that was the Billie Eilish song. I've only ever heard you sing it. I don't know the original.
You've never heard Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish? You've been in a gym or a grocery store in the last 2 years.
I might not have known it was Billie Eilish.
That bury your friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. And it's like the one that's like, ka-chuk, 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 ka-chuk. And there's a man's voice saying, Billy, come here. So, first of all, I gotta say, don't skip the tip.
Irish first.
What? Irish before the New York?
Or do an New York Irish.
Where's the... Oh, no. I'm not doing that. So, wait a minute. Gotta go back. Okay, so doing an Irish accent. I am Irish potato. I was talking the other day to Ophidian about getting into accent because we were doing lines for the Pigeon with Gun game. I was helping him and Dex out with doing some lines for the Pigeon with Gun game, which, by the way, exclusive preview, we get to see it today of Pigeon with Gun game. It is real. But I will say I was talking to Ophidian about the accent came from someone redeeming it from me, my dear big teal. Someone said, do an Irish accent. Then I said, I do an Irish accent. That's how it works here. Someone told me to talk spooky earlier, and I talked spooky. Someone redeemed a New York accent, then I'll do a New York accent. But I was talking to Ophidian because he was doing some vocals for the voiceover for Pigeon with Gun game, and I was talking to him about specifically like single phrases that we would use in Ren Fair specifically is where I get most of my accent dialect training, outside of my own just like personal voice work of like practicing and whatnot. But I was talking to Ophidian about trying, finding. Thank you, everybody who is doing the tips. Much appreciate. We are at 73% of our goal. Just a reminder that when we do hit our goal, we'll see a special performance from my softest son, Winslow the cat, who I just plied with some bits not too long ago. Henry, thank you for tuning in. But yeah, we'll just use sort of like these key phrases to get into an accent or out of an accent. The phrase to get into Irish was yighty-dighty-die, I'm Irish potato.
People want to see me try or see me?
Oh yes, you know what? You've been very good with dealing with us through the technological difficulties. You deserve a treat. That treat is going to be the horrific nightmare that is my husband's voice acting skill. You want to do what are you gonna pull off for him? You're gonna do an Irish accent too. Oh no.
Yep.
This is not... Oh, no. Fuck. You're really going to do it.
Well, I'm going to try.
You're going to try to do an Irish accent, but we both know what it's going to sound like.
No, I'm going to try.
No, we both know what it's going to sound.
Hoity-toity. I'm an Irish
Yighty-tighty-tie. I'm Irish potato.
Yighty-tighty-tie. I'm an Irish potato.
Okay, I don't know. Does it sound Irish to you? Keep talking.
But how much do I talk in an Irish potato? I'm talking like I am eating a potato, I guess. My mouth is full of potato.
Is the nationality that sounds like Irish to you? Because to me it sounds very specifically like the 7-Eleven guy from Simpsons. I don't remember the character's name. I remember they recently replaced the actor with not the white actor that was portraying him.
That was full accent.
That was him doing an Irish accent.
I've been to both Irelands, and I still have not picked up any accent or the ability to.
Look, they paid you to do more of it. Oh man, we got 20% up. You gotta do more. You gotta do more Irish accent, I guess. Stick to eating children, indeed.
But my accent is so good.
There is an hour of extra audio footage from the voice acting, and I am considering editing it and putting it up as a podcast on our Patreon because I kept it recording the entire time throughout me trying to coach him. Tip goal smashed! Wow! All right, I'm gonna pull my lyrics up. This is a song that I haven't released yet. I put it on Patreon, I think, a long while ago. I am gonna put my things just a little bit tall, a little bit bigger. Can I have my a little bit bigger text, please? There we go. There we go. Awesome. I can still get dressed. I got out of bed, and it's not much yet, but I can't forget. It's the first crucial step to being better soon, and maybe later too. There's not much I can do. Sit here in my room and be the fool for you. And it's not what I wanted for myself. I'm afraid that I'm not someone else. So I do my best to try and help those hurts that I can heal. Just trying to be real. I don't wanna lie. I just stay inside. I don't wanna hide, but I can't deny it's easy not to try. And it's not what I want myself to say, but I can't pretend I'm not afraid. I might accidentally overstay my welcome or appeal. Just trying to be real. For so long I've been made of velveteen, filled to the brim and bursting at the seams. I've been in denial of my dreams, fear that I will feel, just trying to be real. Just trying to be real. I am hypermobile in the majority of my joints, and every time I play that song, my pinky locks onto the C string, and I have to like unlock it every time I move the. It does that. You can see like it kind of like locks in it in place, and then I have to push it back out. But now that Grumpamus Primamus, who is not with us tonight, Grumpamus Primamus couldn't make it, but Grumpamus Primamus gifted me this ukulele, and I felt like it's time to revisit some of those ukulele songs that I played that I, didn't necessarily give their fair shake, because I'm more of a guitarist, I think, now, but I like playing ukulele too. I like both. Ooh, excuse me, I burped right into your ears. I'm so sorry. All right. Alrighty, goblins, monsters, and mortals, look alive. It's time for our first giveaway of the evening. Yes, I said our first giveaway. Stay tuned for a chance later to win this handwritten set list of all the night's predetermined songs. So if you stick out through the rest of the show, stick to the end, you could win this for you to have. I made it for you. Our first giveaway, however, is for yet another request slot. That's right, no rodeo this time. Just good old-fashioned luck of the draw. So, if you have been in the chat for the past 5 minutes, then you qualify for this giveaway request. Holly is going to roll, and then whoever it chooses, you're going to tell Holly your request, and Holly will get it delivered to me. So, Holly, roll it! They're rolling. We need like a drum roll. Wow, 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 wow. Kim, let Holly know your request, and then she will tell me, and I will tell my brain, and my brain will tell my mouth, and my mouth will sing it for you. In the meantime, however, I've got another song that I wrote for you. I mean, I didn't write it for you. I wrote it for myself, but I'm going to sing it to you. It's normally on guitar, but I played it on ukulele the other day, and I feel like it's a fun one for ukulele. Double check that I'm in tune. Why don't you talk to the people while I'm doing my tuning?
Yeah, I'm talking to the party people in the house. So the theme this week, urban fantasy overall. You know, we've seen Bramboline pop up. We've heard some quality tunes. But when you guys think of urban fantasy,
yeah, do a New York accent, Frog.
What's the line that she said to get into my New York accent?
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm Christopher Walken here. Hey.
No, you didn't do that. You didn't.
I want a gyro and some French fries alongside of my New York pizza slice. Hey.
I think the song you're thinking of is Clint Eastwood, Kim. Talking to the mic, Frog.
I'm talking to the mic.
Like in it, not to the side of it, like in the front of it.
It's officially in my mouth now. The microphone is inside of my mouth. Hey, I'm not fond of New Jersey here. Hey, you're gonna sleep with the fishes. My cousin works at the docks. He'll put some semen in your boots and make you take a nap.
Semen? He'll put semen in your boots? Who's this dude that's coming in my boots? This man needs to get away from me.
Look, if I'm talking in my actual voice, like this is me. This is what I sound like being a person born in New Jersey. And Camden, New Jersey specifically, but in New Jersey.
That's basically Philly.
Yeah. But when I get all hyped and shit, you know, it sounds a bit more like that. Well, that's what I'm saying. I already sound like a person from New Jersey. Well, at least, I mean, I don't think I do. I think New Jersey sounds different than me, but when everybody thinks of New Jersey accent, they think like the shore Jersey. They think like you're talking like this. They think of the east.
You're talking, hey, I'm from Jersey. I'm over here, I'm from Jersey, and I'm talking.
Yeah, that's all the people who live on the East Coast. I live outside of Philly.
Do a Kofi Kingston impression.
I'm not gonna.
All right, I'm gonna play my song now. Well, you giggle.
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Burned so bright I turned to ash. Dim my light to suit the task. I get everything you asked. Well, at least what I could manage. Gave my breath until I choked. Watch the rest go up in smoke, like some sick biblical joke. Seem to operate on damage. And when I wished upon that star, I didn't think it'd go this far. And all I want is to make art, so why keep trying so damn hard? Oh, don't wanna love myself. I just wanna love myself. I don't want anyone else. I just wanna love myself. You can see it in my eyes. Don't believe a word I'm saying. They're not technically lies. It's just different games we're playing. I collect your admiration to make up for what I lack. But when I'm not the subject of your constant adulation, it might as well be fade to black. I just wanna love myself. I just wanna love myself. I don't want anyone else. I just wanna love myself. Who'd have thought so? Who'd have guessed? This would be my final test. Should have seen it coming, yet here we fucking stand. Here's the victim, what's the crime? There's no yellow tape inside. Why do I feel like I'm dying? Just trying to stay alive. Just wanna love myself. I just wanna love myself. I don't want anyone else. I just wanna love myself. I just wanna love myself. I just wanna love myself. I don't want anyone else. I just wanna love myself.
You know, it's probably too late now, but that song would have gone really well in my new game.
Oh, right. Doesn't that come out like next week?
Yeah, Pigeon with Gun, everyone, from Silver Spook Games on 𝔘𝔯𝔟𝔞𝔫. It's totally real, and you can definitely play it, and this is not a bit.
That means you're officially an indie game developer. What's that like, Dex?
Oh, you know, a lot of long, hard hours, telling someone else about all my genius ideas and watching them painstakingly craft my vision into reality, pixel by pixel. It's hard work, managing at that kind of microcosmic level.
Right. I can imagine. It's probably really tough. Did you like working with Silver Spook, though?
Oh, yeah, he's great. He really gets my message and how to express my point of view.
And what point of view is that?
That giving a pigeon a gun is the coolest thing I will ever do, and I'm going to live my life forever trying to surpass its success. I mean that I am awesome, and everything I make is awesome, including this game, and also down with capitalism.
I didn't realize that your work had gotten so political, Dex.
Yeah, this collaboration has really helped me grow as an artist. Whoops, my anarchy symbol.
I can see that. Well, I guess we have our giveaway request all situated, right? Trump has ruined Dex's voice? He just talks like that. You can't help people that have that voice. He just sounds like that. How dare you say he sounds like Donald Trump? He sounds like a New Jersey Shore bro. I'm sorry, Dex. I'm defending you. I know you want to talk, but let me say this. Let me say this, buddy. No, you don't you fret it. You can't fight this guy. How dare you say he sounds like Trump? He sounds like Jersey trash, just like anybody else.
Yeah, like I do. We have the same voice.
They have the same voice.
Can't you hear it? Exactly the same.
Yeah, everybody knows that he and Dex sound exactly the same. All right, I have a giveaway request, right? What was it? It was Clint Eastwood? Whoa, sorry. I didn't mean to knock you in the ears there.
Supposed to? What do you mean by that? I think we sound exactly the same. We're practically twins.
You are practically twins.
Yeah.
You definitely had that haircut when you were younger.
I definitely, at one point, 4th grade specifically, I had double rat tails. I had 2 rat tails, not just one. Double.
It's on, he just doesn't know how to talk into it.
I've been talking into it this whole time. I swear this is not me, it's the mic.
In a bag I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. See? Everyone says they can't hear you.
So then it's the mic.
No, just turn it
Because I
up.
shouldn't-
Turn it up.
Oh, I can't see. Because it's literally right in front of my mouth.
I understand what you're saying, but we don't have any of the gain from the thing. It's clearly affecting it, I think. Is it not plugged in?
I'm just making sure I turn up the right one. I didn't want to turn up the wrong one.
Hit it. Hit the end of it. Like, hit it. See, it's not reacting.
It is. I'm seeing it react.
No, it's not reacting on the thing.
Yeah, it's not reacting on there.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does when I talk. It does like when I talk into it, but it doesn't react when I tap it.
Can you hear him now? We're dealing with another sound system thing, so we need to know if you can hear us.
No one else is affected, just me.
Okay, great. Here, talk. You talk and I don't make any noise.
Finally, someone let me out of the cage. Now, half of me is nothing because I'm counting no age. Now, you shouldn't be scared. No, wait. No, I couldn't be there. No, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and they don't...
Manageable. But you didn't think so, I commend you to. Panoramic view. Look, I make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Ticks and dudes who you think is really...
Can you hand me the mic so I can see if they hear me when I talk into it?
I don't think I reached that far. Hold on.
It should be. It's 15 feet.
It's just wrapped around a bunch of stuff, aka me.
When I talk into it, can you hear me?
See? It's not me.
Turn the thing off. See where it says 48 volts? Click that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Can you hear me now?
You're blowing it out.
I'm not.
I'm what? It's going red on the thing.
I don't know what's happening. So that means that this mic is just dead?
I told you this whole time it wasn't me.
But I can hear... I'm gonna have to call Sweetwater. Because I don't know. We got a new cord for it and then it worked. And then we got Well, I'm gonna try and not look visibly frustrated by this. I'm gonna try and not look like I'm so mad. While I play this song for you, I'm gonna try and make it look like true. Not even only when we're broadcasting live, Shane, only on Tuesday nights. We've never been able to cause these problems on any other night of the week. Bear Anatomy seems to be having no problems at all. They're, it's out of tune. Talk to the people. I guess come over here and talk into the other side of this mic while I,
But then I can't have the headphones on if I do that. I will just try my best. I'll put it back inside of my mouth like it is right now. Like literally, my lips are on the microphone doing the thing that you probably shouldn't do to make it so you guys can hear me.
and the thing is that I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I can hear me too.
Excuse you?
Well, instead, I will hit him with...
No, I'm playing a song. Like, I'm supposed to be playing a song.
Oh, no, I thought you were tuning.
Oh, right.
Talk to him while you tuned.
Right, yeah.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath stalking, king of the jungle, just a gangster walking, living life like a wild child, quick as my fuse, vendetta the death pack, colors I choose, red or blue cause of blood, it just don't matter, sucker die for your life, when my shotgun scatters colors, the gangs of LA will never die, just multiply colors.
He wants snug. Important.
Oh, that's good. More Winslow with cat hat.
I know, I'm wearing a bunch of stuff right now. I have a show to play though, buddy. You can sit there, that's fine. Okay. We're playing music in here. You don't normally like music playing. Unless it's your own. You're just gonna rap iced tea at them? Is that what we do?
Yeah. I see. What's another one? That's the only iced tea song I can.
Come on.
Give you the lyrics to. Because the other iced tea song is no longer iced tea song. It's Kate's song, Big Gun. I know Cocktail, I just don't remember the lyrics off the top of my head.
Okay. Happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on, is coming on. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Time for me is nothing, cause I'm getting no age. No, I couldn't be there, shouldn't be scared. Good at repairs, and I'm under each snare. Tangible, bet you didn't think so. I command you to panoramic view. Look, I'll make it out manageable. Bid and choose, fit and lose, all your different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down with the picture dude. Like you with the fuse, you think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual. Hero who appears to you to play a few and you're too crazy. Lifeless to know the definition for what life is. Priceless, cause I'm the one that put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gun smoking, righteous with one token. Psychic among those possess you with one dose. With one dose. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on.
is coming on, is coming on. The essence, the basics, without this you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature rhythm. You have it or you don't, that's a foul singer in them. Every sprout and G, every child and beast, every cloud you see with your eyes. I see corruption and distress, destruction and demise from this fucking enterprise. So I suck into you lies, the rust on that is muscle, the percussion he provides. Me as a guide, y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eyes, you perceive with your mind. That's the inner, so I must stick around with rest and be a mentor. The few rhymes so motherfuckers remember where the start is. I brought all this so you can survive when the law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought were dead, no squealing, remember that it's all in your head. In your head. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag of me useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag of me useless, but not for long. My future is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future. All right, before I hit you with that juice, there's two things to worry about. Two things to worry about. One, there's an early access version of Pigeon with Gun Game available right now on itch.io. You can get it in the chat. Standing ovation from Kim Fritz. So, there are 45 of you here right now. I'm looking right 45 of you in the eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next week is our season finale. You heard that right. Next week is the final episode this season. Final, finale, as in the last one. Finale. And what happens at the season finale? You should know. Everybody comes to the one at the end. Everybody shows up for the last one. They show up for the first one, and they show up for the last one. So, what do we need to do? We need to spread the word. What does spreading the word include? If you look at the link on Nightbot, if you type !HALP, help, it leads you to a link, which has all sorts of different things to help you share the show. It's got different images. It's got different links. It's got different platforms for you to post links from. We've got stuff for Instagram. We've got stuff for Twitter. We've got stuff for Facebook. Suggestions of what to post, all sorts of stuff like that, additional images, all sorts of things. We have made a little tiny press kit for you to use to get the word out because, what's that? You're my only hope. You, right now, you watching this, you are my only hope. I know you're thinking, Kate, but you have 44 other people watching this who are going to do the thing. No, they aren't. They're not going to do it the same way you're not going to do it. Everyone has a million things to do. Everyone has an extremely busy life. They forget about the show. They forget what day it is. They forget to share the thing. They forget their head is on straight sometimes. We be goblins. It is life. They're going to forget and they're not going to do it. They're going to think that they don't matter. You think that your part doesn't matter, right? You think that your share doesn't really matter because you don't have that many followers or friends. You think that it's not that big a deal that you don't share because there's all these other people who are going to do it. There are not all those other people. All those other people. There are like 20 other people max, and all those 20 people don't even do the thing all the time. There are not as many of you as you think there are. And that means that each one of you matters so much. Each single one. Shandy matters. Grace matters. Holly matters. Zabette matters. Mary Moon matters. Tommy Toaststone matters. Henry Higgins matters. Sweetie McTaffy matters. Big Teal matters. Silver Spook matters. Every single one of you matters.
which means every single one of you, I genuinely need your help. And I know that you don't want to hear me say this, and you don't want to hear me whine, and you don't want to hear me talk about it because you're sick of it. You're sick of hearing me beg, just as much as I'm sick of begging. Believe me, I don't want to be saying it either. But I need you to do the thing, and you won't do it if I don't ask. So this is me asking for you to share something connected to the show every day this week leading up to the finale, at least once a day, every day. I know that sounds like a lot. I know that sounds like, oh my God, my friends are going to be so annoyed. I promise you that, like, nobody sees anything, and I post 3 times a day, and people barely see that. It is not as annoying as you think it is. It is not as much as you think it is. People don't see everything that you post. So we need to do the things. If you share 7 times, each friend will see once. Exactly, Grace. And I know, listen, the not seeing is more annoying to me than the idea of seeing someone post 3 times a day. I agree. It is, but that's the way it is. A lot of us have a lot of people we're following. It makes sense why an algorithm would exist. If you follow 1,000 people, you can't engage with 1,000 posts in one sitting. So there's an algorithm to show you what's happening. But in order for us to tell the algorithm what's happening, we all need to be talking. We all need to be building the buzz and building the hype and talking about the plot and talking about what's going on, talking about the game, talking about all the different things that matter, talking about why you love the music, talking about the different genres. There's so many different things you could be telling people to love about the show, and I need you to do it, please. This is my PBS. Consider sharing the thing. It really, really helps, and I need you to do it every day, more than once a day if you can. Exactly. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me do this. I will now reward you with some juice. Thank you again. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Like she didn't even care how it would affect any of us. She just went along with her stupid secret plan and tricked me into helping her trap TG so she could have her stupid perfect festival. I never want to see her again.
Wait, Moxie, where's the professor right now?
Oh, she's at corporate sponsor headquarters. She went there to deal with the lawsuit about the 𝔘𝔫𝔩𝔢ℎ device and the celestial copyright around our old trademarks.
You're doing the show without the 𝔘𝔢ℎ device? How are you broadcasting to the multiverse?
We aren't. Yet. I'm working on some experiments to get us back in the stars, but the professor didn't leave a lot for me to go on. The lab is, with her?
Oh. She worried too much about the alchemism and her test districts. It's not good for her. I tried to tell her and she sent me to K-hole.
Moxie, you have every right to be angry and you both deserve an apology. But the professor has been connecting us all for who knows how long and now she's gone? I can understand why Kate might return to the comfort of her self-destruction in a moment of weakness.
Yeah, it's kind of her whole vibe.
When you know somebody for a long time, Moxie, sometimes you watch them make the same mistakes. It's the hardest part of being a grown-up. You can't force someone to learn their lesson.
Believe me, I have tried.
I'm sure Kate feels terrible, and she could probably use a friend. Especially a friend that knows their way around a spellbook!
Okay, fine. I'll talk to her. Do you have any idea where I should refocus my research?
See what you can find on self-deprecation magic, the Live Laugh Latte, and the Order of the Trash Goblin. And don't be a stranger, Moxie B. Gubiando, good luck!
The Order of the Trash Goblin? I thought you just made that up to mess with Kate.
I would never joke about the sacred order. May Dominic Toretto's gracious headlights shine upon us all.
To all those among you with Amazon Prime who want to contribute but can't spare a dime, your Prime account links up to Twitch in a snap, so you can subscribe without spending your cash. It's easy and simple, just a few clicks away. So show your support by subscribing today. Oh, but just one more thing. You have to come back and resubscribe next month. I tried to put a spell on Jeff Bezos to make it so that the Prime subscriptions would reoccur monthly, but unfortunately he put the underground market where I get my imp wings out of business, so this is how it has to be for now. Thank you for understanding and being here. Much appreciated for your patronage. Have a good night. Bezos, you little bitch.
The other day I'm visiting with my girlfriend Jan. She turns to me and she says, I miss the days when we could squeeze independent music straight from the artist. I turn to her and I say, I understand completely. But Jan, I've got the next best thing. Bandcamp. She looks up at me and she says Bandcamp, and I turn back to her and I say Bandcamp. Fair trade, free range, organic, artisanal MP3s straight from the artist. Well, Jan was so shocked she simply couldn't handle it. She fainted, and when she finally came to, she looks up and says,
There's gotta be a catch.
I look down at her and I say, Jan, there is no catch. Artists get 85% of the profit, and they can set their own prices. Well, Jan, she skedaddled right on over to 𝔘𝔫𝔩𝔞𝔫𝔱𝔞𝔰🔥 and got her favorite artist Kate Nix's discography for less than $12. That's just one of the many reasons that you should be like Jan and choose Bandcamp.
Thank you for calling the 𝔘𝔫𝔟𝔞𝔫 Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for today?
Cool. No one heard me say all those things, so
Have you downloaded Pigeon with Gun? Have you downloaded Pigeon with Gun?
Yes, I have.
Nice. I mean, obviously we can't play it right now, but...
No, but I wonder if I can play it on my iPhone. Using that site.
Using the, yeah. Everything I like about me's leaving. Everything that made me me is lost. Trapped between who I was and who I'm meant to be. A never-ending vacillation,
requiring much concentration. Keeping myself upright is a burden. If my flesh could leave my bones, it would. But as it has turned out, without the slightest doubt, my nerves are up to not a bit of good. I've been sewn together with spare parts and cellophane. I've worn it well so far, but I'm too tired to hide the pain. I suffer with such stamina that it's a shame to hide. So I'm here to tell you why I cannot sleep at night. I am a human being. As a human being, I'm riddled with neuroses that leave me sick and sore. All of those neuroses, the plethora of don't be's, are combined with some osteoporosis of some sort. Or maybe it's my mother's mother who's to blame. Maybe she's the one who started driving us insane. Maybe there's some kind of fail-safe built into my blood. Maybe that's the reason why I'll never be enough. Oh, I'll never surrender. Well, never say never. There's always room for never when you dream of suicide. Not that I'm that desperate. I mean, yes, I am desperate, but it's not like I'm actively seeking a way to die. And oh, can any of you hear my desperate cries for help? Is my charming self-deprecation working too well? They say I should talk about it, but who really knows? Saying it will make it better, so on with the show. If I don't find some kind of relief, then who's to say? Praying there's an answer that isn't too far away. Maybe I can find myself a path that feels like truth. Until then, this purgatory will just have to do. All right, party people. Saddle up, goblins, ghouls, misfits, and mortals, because it's a double dog request rodeo. In just a few moments, not one but two spots will open up for you to sink your tiny little teeth into. Holly, open the gates. The thing is broken? Well, Zabek got there first, so we're going to say it's Rasputin because the thing is not working.
I would like to say this out loud.
Uh-huh.
I would like to move the button away from the streaming button because I hit it so much. I'm afraid that I'm accidentally going to hit the stream button, the whistle one. We can just move that over.
I saw Zabet's thing first. I saw Zabet and Tommy Toastnose first. Did they actually get into the thing? Because those are the first ones that I saw. So I'm going to do the first ones that I saw, I think. I don't know what's going on with that. We're going to have to figure out why it's doing what it's doing. But again, yeah, I saw Zabet's first. Zabet was... Shit, I just saw it go by. Can someone remind me what Zabet requested? I can't see. I can't scroll at all. Like, I can't control what's on the screen.
Neither of them requested a song.
Zabet, I just saw...
No, it was the bot saying request or not active.
No, but I saw them saying as a...
I'm telling you what's in the chat.
Right, but look at their messages before that.
Yeah,
I just saw their messages that say the thing.
Yeah, no, it says requests are not.
I understand that, but look at what they're saying. Like, what did they request before it said it wasn't active? Just like look at their individual chat names and say Rasputin for Zabet. Y'all are gonna have me play the same songs every week. So far, I've played Glitter and Gold almost every week. I've played Rasputin. I've played Kiss Me multiple times in a row. You just want the same songs over and over again. Next season, it's just going to be one. It's going to be one show every week. It's the same show every week. The same 7 songs every week. Let me look up the lyrics to the thing. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I know, Holly. I don't know what's going on. It's not like it did this before, so. We can do everything right, and it still will just turn to shit. That is not what I wanted. I wanted Rasputin. Stop, please, stop. Please, please, just let me select my song, please. Please, just let me select my song. Please. Okay. Do you want me to John Rabonner it or something? Fuck. I've been playing the song so much. All right. There lived a man in Russia long ago. He was big and strong with his eyes a flaming glow. People looked at him with terror and with fear, but to Moscow chicks he was such a lovely dear. He could preach the Bible like a preacher, full of ecstasy and fire. But he also was the kind of teacher women would desire. For a Rasputin, a lover of the Russian queen, there was a cat that really was gone. For a Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine, it was a shame how he carried on. He ruled the Russian land and never mind the Tsar, but the cat's such shocky dance was really wonderbar. In all affairs of state, he was the man to please, but he was real great when he had a girl to squeeze. For the queen, he was no wheeler dealer, even though she'd heard the things he'd done. She believed he was a holy healer who could heal her son. For a Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, there was a cat that really was gone. For a Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine, it was a shame how he carried on. But when his drinking and his lusting and his hunger for power became known to more and more people, the demands to do something about this outrageous man became louder and louder and louder and louder. This man just got to go declare his enemies, but the ladies begged, don't you try to do it, please. No doubt this Rasputin had lots of hidden charm, though he was a brute, they just fell into his arms. Then one night some men of high standing set a trap, they're not to blame. Come to visit us, they kept demanding, and he really came. Rah, Rasputin, a lover of the Russian queen, they put some poison into his wine. Rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine, he drank it all and said, I feel fine. Rah, Rasputin, a lover of the Russian queen, they didn't quit, they wanted his head. Rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine, and so they shot him till he was dead. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Thank you. Thank you. You think it's ABBA? You think ABBA every time? ABBA, he thinks. It's not ABBA. It's Boney M.
What you said.
Ironically, you are the one who introduced me to that song.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
That makes sense.
Pretty sure.
I mean, I know the song.
He was like, here's this ABBA song. No.
Yeah.
He says he didn't know the song before me. Oh, Holly, it's okay. I don't know why the site is broken. Or maybe we'll contact Streamer Songlist or see if there's another way for us to do the requests for next week. All right, so what's next? We got Rhiannon. All right, let's do these. The boy is hungry, so I gotta play this quick. I'm playing as quickly as possible so that way we can get him his food ASAP. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Takes to sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? Your life, you never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. Rules her life like a fine skylark when the night is starless. All your life you never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? Rhiannon. Rhiannon. She rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Rules her life like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? All your life you never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Do you ever win? Will you ever win? Rhiannon. 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 Taken by the sky. Taken by the sky. Taken by the sky. Dreams unwound and love's a state of mind. Okay. All right. So, it's time for our set list giveaway. This set list right here.
Did you just say rodeo?
Set list rodeo. Type the word fantasy type the word. No, we've got songs left. We have one more song after this still. Type the word fantasy if you want to win this and get it sent to your house, and it will be yours.
So many fantasies in the chat.
I can be a fantasy if you let me. All right.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the
Those and the lakes that you used to. I know that you wanna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're losing too fast. All right, roll it, Holly. If you type it more than once, it just won't count your other one. If you subscribe, you're twice as lucky. Or if you follow, you're twice as lucky. If you subscribe, you're 3 times as lucky. Tommy Toast Nose! This is for you now. You know, I really was expecting to hear from Moxie before the end of the show.
Kate, I have a message for you from Moxie.
Really? What did she say?
Just that she's got a new lead, and she'll email you an overview of what she needs from you tomorrow night. She says we'll probably end up having to do the ritual during the season finale.
Oh. Is that all? She didn't say anything else?
Sorry.
Oh. You don't need to apologize, buddy. I'm the one who fucked this all up. You were right about leaving the magic to Moxie. For all I know, TG could be stuck in that kazoo forever, and I'll spend my whole life feeling like this. Having y'all help me clean up my mess only makes it more embarrassing.
Yeah, there's nothing cringier than people showing they genuinely care about you, even when you're angry.
The fucking worst, dude.
Totally.
I just wish that she'd let me apologize to her.
She will. You gotta let her feel the feelings.
I know. I also gotta let me feel mine, unfortunately. Anyway, the show's almost over and we got this under control from here. You should be celebrating the soon release of your game.
I guess those fireworks aren't gonna light themselves.
I guess they aren't. So. Just a reminder that next week is our spooky season finale. Remember that call to action I said about sharing something about the show every day leading up to next week? And just as a secret extra surprise, next week, if we hit our tip goal, then there'll be a whole other episode for us to have a wrap-up party after the show and talk about all the stuff that went down. So make sure you're here next week. Make sure you're telling all your friends, you're telling your family, you're messaging people, you're emailing them, you're sending DMs, you're posting on Instagram, you're taking selfies of yourself listening to my music, you're taking selfies watching the show, you're taking selfies and showing your friends that you're having fun here in the place that isn't a place. Just all those reminders I wanted to say before I play my final song. Great show we've put together. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun to be here, and it's a lot of fun to do the thing, and it wouldn't be happening if it weren't for the wonderful viewers out there watching, like you. Whether or not you are here for the first time or here for the 50th. Some of you might even be here for the 72nd, because this is our 72nd episode, I believe. Or a 71st. I can't remember. Either way, we're in the 70s episode-wise. But my husband is yawning so much, so I'm going to play this song super quick. I'm going to play it as fast as I've ever played it.
Give the people what they want.
No, I'm playing it so quickly for you.
No, don't.
I'm playing it so quickly because you're yawning and you're tired, and I'm going to play it so fast. Okay, you ready?
I can sing. I got this. Ready? Oh, whoa, anonymous gifter.
Whoa, thanks, anonymous gifter. I have to tune really, really quick because even if I do want to play it quickly, I am going to play it in tune.
I have a Speaking of rap, here's a Limp Bizkit track.
Great. Everyone knows Limp Bizkit is beloved for their raps.
All I wanted was a Pepsi. Just one Pepsi. Far from suicidal. Still I had the tendencies, bringing back the memories that I really miss. Want to reminisce, rocking back in the 80s. Ah!
Great. I'm going to play this song so fast. Let's play a little bit higher, though. She is my heart in a jar by her bedside. She has my heart in a jar by her bedside, suspended in glittering gel. It glows at night when she can't get to sleep and silently wishes her well. It beats with a pace that isn't distracting, just barely without being still. So she can remember me, she can remember me when I am stranded in hell. She is my sister, my lover, my mother, my friend, courtesan and foe. She helped to pay my dues, and she's helping to build my throne. And she cannot die, and neither can I, for I will continue to be the heart in the jar and the glittering gel that glows when she can't get to sleep. Her hair is not fair, her skin is not fine, her beauty might not be your taste. She is not the sweetest, nor is she the richest. She is not the smallest of waist. She is an admiral, I am her soldier, fighting for stained glass refrains. So she can call for me, so she can call for me when she is lying in pain. She is my sister, my lover, my mother, my friend, courtesan and foe. She helped to pay my dues, and she is helping to build my throne. And she cannot die, and neither can I, for I will continue to be the heart in the jar and the glittering gel that glows when she can't get to sleep. Fierce and forgiving, she will keep living after we've all gone away. Standing atop a tangle of iron, wind whipping her hair from her face. Soot-stained and glamorous, oiled and armed, to tackle all those who betray. And she'll have my heart in a jar by her bedside, wherever her bedside may be. She'll have my heart in a jar by her bedside, wherever her bedside may be. Hit him with that encore! Ta-da! Our boyo, the best boy, the best bean of all babies, best baby of all beans. He's a little celebrity, the most famous one out of all of us for sure. Most famous, most talented, maybe not skilled. Though he is, oh my God, I don't even know if you can see, you're gonna be able to see it. He completely destroyed the back of my iPad case. Yeah, it might be too dark to see it. I'll post a picture on the Discord. By the way, if you are not part of our Discord, it's $2 a month and you can hang out in this community all the time. just head over to 𝔘𝔫𝔩𝔢ₛ.com/join and be a part of our Discord community. We love you. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to share the thing. Don't forget to talk to the people. Don't forget, I'm going to be posting stuff all this week for you to reshare and retweet and blah-de-blah-de-blah. You know the drill. You know what to do. And you are going to do it, right? You're going to do it? You're going to do it. Look me in the eye, Goblin. Are you going to share the thing? Are you going to make posts of your own about the show? You're going to post a picture of me on your Instagram and be like, hey, I love this show. This is a thing that I like and you should know about it. Like the same way you talk about House of Dragons or Lord of the Rings or whatever. You going to do it? I'm looking at you. Please. I love you. Thank you. I'm going to go eat food now. Well, I'm probably not going to eat food. I'm probably going to reread all of your comments and smoke a ton of drugs. So.
Whoa, were you allowed to say that on Twitch?
I didn't say what kind of drugs. And drugs could be a colloquialism. We'll see you all next week, won't you? Mwah! Cubiando!